Got our interview, so let's have a quick chat with Vitality. Bonsoir, Laurie. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm fine. It's Wednesday, and that's usually when Vitality wins. Okay, let's put this on the side.
Okay.
What's happening on Mondays? Excuse me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The thing is, there are multiple things happening actually.
Fair enough.
I think it's not really about days, even if we like to joke about it. Actually, I think Wednesdays are answers to what happens on Mondays. It's what happens on Mondays are the team that you see playing on Mondays is just not the hard-working team that we are during practices. And I saw a lot of people talking about they shouldn't pick border and things like that. But like, of course, you guys don't see our training, and you can talk about it a lot. But at the end of the day, we see what we do during our trainings, and we have been in Pro League for how long now? Like, we have a lot of experience in the team. And if we pick those maps, it's because it's our best maps in our training, and we know we do good on it. So what happens on Mondays is pressure, 100% pressure. There is a lot of expectations, very, very high ones on the teams because of the new lineup. And this puts a lot of pressure on everybody in the team, and it's very hard to deal with it. Even though we work a lot on it, we have a very good staff in Vitality, very good coaching staff, performance team, and everything to help us now. But it's pretty recent, so yeah, it's pressure. You can take other examples on the scene like that, like Rogue, for example.
Yeah.
The last season, they were dominating everybody, right? But when they arrive at a major, I mean, they don't forget how to play. That's not what's happening. They don't suddenly become terrible or what. They have pressure because they have been doing so good for all those weeks and months. So yeah, it's just that we don't play aggressive enough. We don't do our strats. Like we're stuck. We freeze basically.
And we saw it happen with G2, for example, in the past as well, and they're just now trying to recover from it. Empire had that slump as well. I think everybody goes through it at some point, especially a team that has had a major shuffle. And even though you have 5 players that have a ton of experience in Pro League through many, many teams in many, many years, still putting everybody in a new environment takes time. Right.
Yeah, exactly. And we changed everything. We don't have the same in-game leading. We don't have the same strat. We don't have the same communication system. We changed everything. We started from zero. So.
Well, let me talk about one thing. First of all, Stiggy played excellently on team today, but I just want to ask, how was he enabled to do all of this? Because oftentimes we know that these high fragging players usually have a lot of support behind them, a lot of drones, someone giving them info. How does that work? Because you were talking about restructuring communication. How was it in effect today?
Stiggy is one of those people that when they are confident, they are just going to be able to do everything. It's kind of like Bride, except that Bride is always confident, so it's okay.
Fair.
But yeah, when we are in those matches where we are frozen, the communication is frozen too. It's like we are droning things that are not even interesting. We're not doing what we have been working on during our strats. We're not at the spots where we're supposed to be. We don't have the right positions and everything. But a day like today, we have our drone placements. We know our timings. We calculated a lot of things, and like it just works for Stiggy in those situations because he's a beast and he's confident.
Was the double heart breach ban all part of this? Banning both the Maverick and the Habana?
Yeah, we wanted to start an attack to be able to let them ban Hibana and ban the Maverick because we knew that they were playing all the time Thermite and Maverick, and we are pretty sure that we are a good team at adaptation when we're confident, and we don't think that Forge is as good as that.
And the Ying was basically a response to make sure that you can clear things without needing to breach into them, or was the mindset behind it?
I mean, we trained a lot without that. We trained a lot with only one breacher, and we would just like okay, we're gonna go for it. We know that we don't need everything open. Like, Siege used to be a game with only one breacher.
That's true.
So it's like, we know what we need. We're gonna focus on what is important, and the rest we're just gonna use our utilities to compensate. And yeah, and we were pretty sure that we wouldn't know how to do that as well as we would.
That's the experience, I guess, that really shines in the end. So again, Lyloun, congratulations on your victory. Anything you'd like to say to the Vitality fans out there?
I would like to thank everybody that is still behind us, that is supporting us every day. I know it's hard for you guys what's happening on Mondays too. I swear that it's harder for us.
I can only imagine.
Really, really hard. Mentally, it's really hard to deal with that. So it feels so good when we see people that are still like, okay, you're gonna do it, guys. It's okay. Just the first half. It's okay. So yeah, I would like to thanks everybody for that.
All right. Thank you so much, Laurie. So hopefully we'll see you on Monday for the last play day. Maybe a victory there. Who knows? Thank you so much. Bonne nuit.
Thank you, Miloš. Bye.
Привет, товарищи. How are you doing, Tanya?
Hello again. Yeah, fine, of course. I'm a little bit sick, but it's okay.
You and me both, buddy. It's sixth season all over. Just a question. You guys are boot camping where right now?
In Russia, Moscow.
In Moscow, okay.
Yeah.
So, fair enough, just to understand, because we know right now in Kiev, Na'Vi have been boot camping in preparation for SI, so just to verify that part. Again, this is kind of a one-sided victory, 7-1. It looks like the motto of the game is don't take Empire on border. What do you think about that? Was it specifically against Na'Vi or just your overall preparation?
Yeah, we prepare a lot for the Na'Vi, watching previous games and fix our mistakes in bootcamp, but I think it's not the easiest match because we play 7-1, but we have a lot of close rounds. We planned like in 10 seconds before round ends, and yeah, it was a close match.
And that's the point that I want to highlight right now. Every round you were kind of, even there was one round, what was it, on security, and you were trying to come in, the Habana was trying to open up jail at 15 seconds left, and usually an oddity. So I really want to ask you, like, what was happening there? Was it just because you were trying to clear Na'Vi and it was costing you a lot of time before you got onto a site, or was it just mostly your mistakes in not droning correctly and such?
We just lost so many drones in attack, and they really have good roam, so we know that we need more time than versus other teams to kill their roamers, and yeah, we know that we will plant in 15 seconds before round ends, so we prepare for it and it works.
Yeah, and as usual, the big strategy is drone first and then kill. Part of it, though, it works, man, doesn't it? Right?
Yeah.
It has been working for Empire. It's good enough to win a major championship, so I guess that's something to look at, right? But it seems like Dan right now, I remember talking to you about this like before Milan, right before Milan last year, and even after Milan, you're telling us like, yeah, we wanted to put Dan in front of everyone as the star, the MVP, the big player that's really going in for the spearhead, the big plays. And we see him now mostly put on the Zofia, holding an angle for like half the round. What's the mindset behind that sort of role change?
I think we just have every one of us in our team have really good individual skills and aim. So right now Shepard have like 12 for 1 in this game. He killed everybody. Yeah, so yeah, really that's true. And that's why we change a lot of roles. Sometimes Scooter is playing on Ash and kill everybody. Sometimes Dan changing, and yeah.
I just want to know, like, is Shepard, like, when you're done with all of this, do you go and recharge him or something? Is he a drone? Does he have AA batteries that you have to take out and put back again after the next game? Because it just seems like he's a human drone and also just so good at taking out literally everybody in front of him. It was really impressive to watch. That said, anything you'd like to say to the fans out there, Daniel, especially since we're only a couple play days away from Invitational?
Yeah, of course, guys, we love you all. As usual, you know, and our fans is the best, but don't forget to watch other teams and buy their uniform.
It helps everybody, right? You know exactly what that's like. Getting that extra cash, that extra bump, it really helps, right? So, as usual, support Empire, but of course, every team, as long as you're a fan of them, I think that's more than enough. On that wholesome note, Joystick, congratulations again, a decimating victory here against Na'Vi. We'll see you on Monday for the last play day of EU. Good night. Bonsoir, Elemzje. Welcome back. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
It's a bit of a swift one here on Clubhouse, to say the least. One thing I want to ask you, because so far I've been through Empire and we've talked about Na'Vi. You guys boot camping right now or planning on boot camping on the way to SI?
Yeah, we are leaving tomorrow for a boot camp, but right now we are like just playing at home.
Okay. So we'd expect on Monday night BDS to be playing the final Pro League game day at boot camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. That said, it felt really one-sided the entire time. It looks like Shaiko was just being given too many angles to play, but also a lot from Renshiro specifically. It just seemed like every time Chaos tried to come in, even when they planted, you guys had an excellent way of retaking. And RX was a very important player in those retakes. How do you keep calm in those situations, and even when you're low on info, how do you make sure that you're getting the right points across to them?
So I watched like the match that Chaos did against G2 on Clubhouse, the match they won. I watched like the VODs, like all the strategy they did on this match. I just like we just saw on this match that they didn't change anything. They just played the same.
Yeah.
So we were we kinda know where they were all the time. That's why we didn't use a lot of info. I knew, for example, that they Chate keep 6-picking the IQ on the Thatcher every round for bait. So that's why after we took the echo to have more info and stuff. But basically we knew where they were all the time.
So very predictable. Is this how someone like Shaiko, for example, was able to just walk into construction and start working on the wall against Cash so quickly? Is because it's so predictable seeing Chaos doing this sort of play?
The idea of that is like we wanted to take workshop fast because they were playing below in launch with castle barricades and stuff. So the idea was to take fast workshop because they are not playing in there, obviously, and to open the cache wall with Ibana with the nade below, so we can kill the bandit like that. And then because like the triple wall in cache, people usually double wall in cache, people usually don't reinforce it, so we can wall bank the wall to server and avoid the bandit trick that way. So we don't need to go below. We can just go workshop, take workshop, open the wall, and avoid the bandit trick on server by just shooting through and open the wall, server wall afterwards.
Yeah, and you can just have someone, the buck at that time, can just stay downstairs and hold for rotations from lounge, right? So overall, it's a sound strategy. It worked out well. On your defense, there was a certain time, I guess, you were kind of stacking players behind at the back of Armory by Green Box and such. Were you afraid at some point of grenades rolling into you, or were you more expecting to challenge Chaos for every inch that they're trying to take, even before they drop that kitchen hatch?
We weren't afraid about them like nades or something, or them dropping. We knew that they're gonna like drop the kitchen hatch and go for a plant. The thing is, like when I watched like the VODs, they had like players that pushed, like for example on the hallway or something, trying to make a move. And the goal was to punish them and then retake after. So that's why we were like very passive at the start, let them plant, get the kills we can get, and after we can retake together. For example, when they plant and the Hebana was in kitchen, we had like I think RX rotating up while Renshiro and
there was Shaiko, I think that flanked up into kill the Habana, and then there was the Kai that turned around the corner with a shotgun to try and kill whoever was planting at that point. So yeah, overall it worked really well, and it's cool to see because I don't think we see enough planned retakes from teams on the defense in Siege right now, competitive Siege, and I think this is something that you can learn a lot from and borrow from a lot of games that use these similar sort of mindsets and strategies. That's it. Congratulations on your victory. That was definitely a one-sided affair here for BDS, and we can't wait to see you on Monday playing all together at your boot camp. Anything you'd like to say to all the fans out there?
Thank you for all the fans who supported us once again. We are working hard, very hard. Thank you for the casting. Thank you, Mom. I say it again. And thank you, my girlfriend, which is my support since years here. And my kitten, just behind me.
Oh.
I don't think you see it, but here.
Wait. Oh, it's a cat! I love cats.
That's why. Thank you.
It's cute. Say hello. Give everybody big love.
Wait. I will try to.
We're gonna get a cat!
And his
name... This is the best day of Pro League.
His name is Echo. like the actual operator. So
he's so cute. Hello, Echo. Comment vas-tu, chérie? Hello, what's up? He's so cute. All right, then. Well, I've definitely been struck by his yokai. I'll tell you that much. Elemzje, thank you again. Congratulations on your victory, and we'll see you on Monday.
See you, man. Thank you.
Bonsoir, Crapelle. How are you doing? Look at that. He's so happy right now. Look at that smile on his face. I don't know, man. Maybe I should be happy.
It's actually the first time we beat G2, like ever in my career.
Ever?
So yeah, I'm fucking happy. Ever. We already took maps out of them, but you always drew or lost. And today we beat them, and I'm super happy and super proud of the guys. We put a lot of hard work in the last few weeks, and it's paying off, and I'm super, super happy.
Congratulations. It definitely took its toll on you, we could tell, specifically on your attacking side. Things are really slow to start off, and it seems like G2 had your number a lot of times through it. How is it trying to set up your players? Because we didn't really see Corey shining in the first part of the map too much, or first half of it. The defense just seemed to be easier to pick off in comparison.
Well, so the Zofia ban kinda bothered us a lot because it changed a lot of our habits to deny the East Bridge. Just because of that ban, it made all of our automatism go like kind of void.
Yep.
And we had to adapt a lot to what they were doing, and at the same time, they were adapting very well to what we were trying to do. Also had some communication issues a bit, but we managed to pull through in defense, where it's just like us playing together, and it doesn't really matter what they do, as long as we react together against it. We Gucci.
You're starting to learn. You're picking things up, osmosis from Alfama, and now the rest of North America, we Gucci. But honestly, what was really surprising also was seeing that Goyo ban. Was this something directed directly at you? Because it seemed like, you know, G2 banning the Zofia made a lot of sense, but the Goyo in its own way, was it a reaction to make sure that the Goyo wouldn't overwhelm them because they banned the Zofia? What do you think about it yourself?
Well, Goyo is a very strong operator, especially on the clubhouse. We played quite a bit, as they could probably see on the VOD. We played against BDS.
Yeah.
So I think it's a mix of both. Since like if you ban Zofia, you have a lot less sub-breach option to destroy the shields.
Exactly.
So like I would say it's a mix of both. It was like with one ban, it was better for them and worse for us. So it was a pretty smart ban, to be honest.
Made a lot of sense there, if you ask me. But yeah, this was your game today. Victory, nonetheless. We were just talking to BDS, and well, they told us that they're going to be boot camping starting tomorrow, preparing for 6th Invitational. You yourselves, as Rogue, are qualified for the event, and there's one more play day. Are you going to be having your own boot camp soon?
Yeah, but we're starting a little bit later. We're leaving on the 28th. For Paris.
Okay.
And you'll be bootcamping there and leaving from there to Montreal directly.
Okay, so it's after the play day that happens next Monday night. Fair enough. So can't wait to see all the content and all the photos and videos.
It's going to be fun.
I hope so. I mean, even a reminder back in the olden days of Millennium, it was a lot of fun seeing the content coming out from everybody. So I'm very hopeful to see some more Egyptology level shenanigans as you're crossing through airports to get to Montreal. Who knows? That's it. Laurent, if I don't see you next week, because I'm not casting anyways for EU next Monday, anything you'd like to say in the end? Congratulations from me, but all yours on the platform. Talk to the fans.
Well, like Rice said on Monday, we're super grateful to the Rogue Nation. They've been supporting us like we've never been supported by any fans ever. It really feels heartwarming, and it's really motivating us to perform even better and to work even harder for them. So thanks a lot for that, and thank you for everyone for watching. And thank you for the interview, Milosh, and see you at the Invitational.
Thanks so much, Laurent. Congratulations again. This puts you at 2nd place currently in EU. However, on Monday, you're playing the last playday of this half of Season 11. It's against Force. That definitely should be a hell of a game, if you ask me. But I'll see you regardless in Montreal. Congratulations on your victory. Good Good night. Et
Thank
bonne
you.
nuit, Laurent.
Bye-bye.
Bye.